Can you give us more of a taste of what sort of business you're involved in and how that relates to the Vietnamese economy?
Sure, I'm pleased to do so, Tony. There's three or four primary areas that I've been focusing on and I'm currently involved in. An example right at this time, I'm representing an international client looking for two specific types of petroleum for his company and for distribution. So we're looking right now internationally. I've been working right up to 2 hours ago. We are 12 hours ahead of you right now in Toronto Eastern Standard Time. So we're 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm making overtures to my international petroleum contacts for these two specific petroleum products of a very substantial nature. So that's one area that I've been involved in and am currently involved in right up to 2-3 hours ago. If anyone watching this program, of course, we always vet appropriately, has a supply of petroleum in two specific forms, which we won't get into right now. Most welcome that response back.
Sure.
Another area, Tony, which primarily brought me over here was to raise capital internationally for real estate and infrastructure programs.
Right.
Specific in the Asian marketplace, but specifically in Vietnam, and more specifically in Saigon, also referred to as Ho Chi Minh. The country, as I explained, is really, notwithstanding recessions and changes in currencies, etc., interrelationships with other countries here in this region, is very well poised, anywhere from 4 to 7% growth going forward. And you see that in Saigon. And so what I did spend a good part of my year, again, back and forth from Canada and Vietnam, in District 1 in Ho Chi Minh, raising capital and bringing capital in for various infrastructure and real estate projects. Also involved in two remaining areas. One is we have clients here who are very much interested in Canadian and United States lumber to be imported from the United States, Canada, back to Vietnam for the building of specialty furniture. And so I've been involved with that as well. And lastly, good fortune. Again, you spend time here, you end up meeting, if you're intent on doing business and good quality business. I had the opportunity to meet a supplier of all things lobster, Vietnamese farm-raised green lobster that is raised in seawater, not fresh, no STP used. And I'm dealing with a Japanese purchaser who's interested in 30 tons,
right.
Not 1 ton, 30 tons of this premium lobster that is freshly frozen and then transported. So those are 3 or 4 of the areas that I'm currently involved in.
And what would you see as the high growth areas in the Vietnamese economy? Is it a lot of it is in manufacturing or real estate, or where do you see as the growth areas?
Both those areas, Tony. I think one of your questions later will be, I think we had a pre-talk some time ago, was about China.
Right.
Well, China's loss is Vietnam's beneficiary. Apple, as an example of manufacturing, has shifted a high percent of their production to the Vietnamese market to do their productions. And there are other areas as well, but also real estate too. I spoke of that earlier. Again, generally speaking, notwithstanding the COVID period, we can talk about that if you like. Pre-COVID and now post-COVID, you're seeing cranes everywhere. You're seeing the completion after 14 years of a new metro line through the heart of Saigon, population 12 million. And it's almost finished. And again, as I said, I spent part of the year in 2019 in Ho Chi Minh, Saigon, working for a development company that had properties right on the metro line. So those are 2 areas that are very positive. And again, for those that are intelligent enough to understand the opportunities, there they are.